Hello and welcome back to the final group stage match of the Razer, or the ESL Razer Think Fast League, brought to you by ESL Razer and Sensei Esports. Our final match today is going to be Valhala versus Team Sause, the Norse gods versus the Chinese powerhouse. First ban from Valhala is going to be Brewmaster, followed immediately by Death Prophet. And we saw how Valhala kind of ran rampant with Death Prophet the last game, so can't really argue against that ban. The ban for Brewmaster seems to be kind of like a pretty standard ban all around. You just see him get banned whenever. And, you know, he's a pretty good mid-hero. Really strong team fight now with the spirit split or whatever he does, which just, you can take two people out of a fight and focus one down with the boulder, take someone out with the tornado, I think for 6 or 7 seconds. It's an obscene amount of time. Valhalla's starting to think about what they want to do for their second ban here. And it's going to be Faceless Void, so immediately Terrorblade ban from Team Soy Sauce. Not really sure if that's a good ban, but it's solid. He's good. He's a great carry end game. Void is probably a better ban. And the first picks, now we're going to see what we're trying to think here. Valhalla last match went for a huge teamfight lineup with Tidehunter. They pick a Viper as their first pick, which, I mean, Viper is an amazing mid-hero, really great. And he's even a good offlaner. He's even a good safe lane carry. He's good all around. Get him a mechanism and you get some ranks into that corrosive. Man's almost unkillable. And Ogre Magi is going to be chosen by Team Soy Sauce. So Ogre Magi was used against Valhalla. Oh, they went with Timbersaw again. So Ogre Magi and Timbersaw again, they're stacking the slows. So this is going to be interesting to watch, to say the least. Oh, they did this with Skywrath Mage in their first game with the concussive shot and Timbersaw's Chakram. Now they have Ogre Magi's, Ignite, and the Chakram together. They're going to probably go with another stun. This Timbersaw and a slow support combo is just like a dirty, dirty combo. So Valhalla counters that with the Skywrath Mage. They're going to be using him to counter Timbersaw, obviously. And so the ban probably from Valhalla is going to take out someone that would benefit from this slow. Someone, who did they run before? Ember Spirit was just F. Yeah, it was F that played Ember Spirit on that game, and he was just unstoppable. I think he got to Wicked Sick 2 or 3 times. Twice, then he was killed, and then he went back from like being 6-1 to 13-1. So Valhalla ban out Razer, which is again a pretty standard ban. And the ban from Team Soy Sauce here might be a... My apologies. Might be a... now they go with the Doom, so they're really trying to keep Timbersaw from being locked down, which is more than likely what Valhalla want to do. And the ban from Valhalla, I think they should go with the Ember Spirit. I think they should ban out Ember or some other strong mid-game carry, which is what I only saw one game from Team Soy Sauce, but it seems like that's what they like to do. They went with Venomancer. not really sure that Venomancer's is the best ban. They already have the Ogre Magi. They have the slow they want, and Veno isn't really going to help them out. And so, yeah, Team Soy Sauce bans out Anti-Mage, which they're really protecting this Timber Saw. They really like this Timber, and I can't blame them. He did a lot of work last game setting up kills. It was a quick 20-minute just kind of stomp, slugfest coming out from Team Soy Sauce, dominating their opponents. And so their pick is, I mean, now they have Emperor Spirit up and ready to be picked. They have, who can they go with? There's Sven. I think Ember would be good. He has high mobility, he's able to jump in and out of fights, and F did really well on him the last game. There's Drow Rangers, so they go with Vengeful Spirit, who is a good support, excellent roaming support. We saw that Valhalla's opponents, Lagano, didn't really use Vengeful Spirit, in my opinion, to her full potential. She was in there for the Chronos, but ended up just dying, which, I mean, that's kind of what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to be the sacrificial lamb to take her carry out of harm's way. But really, I like to play her, and I think she's best as a roaming support with one rank in that stun, and then the rest in her Wave of Terror and that Vengeance aura, which, and then start getting swap. And that's, if you have a team that's communicating well, it's very, very effective. Tidehunter is going to be picked up by Valhalla, most likely going to be an off-lane Tidehunter. Actually, 99% sure it's an off-lane Tidehunter. Was it Valhalla that ran him last game? Yes, it was, if I'm not mistaken. And he's good as an offlane Tidehunter. Now I think I see more people building Gush on him as offlane, at least one rank, which I fully endorse. And so Team Soy Sauce goes with Medusa. Here we go. Now it's getting interesting. And Medusa is one of the strongest late game carries in the game, if not the strongest, if she's able to get the items that she needs. Timbersaw is going to be able to set up the chakrams. Medusa is going to do the slows with her ultimate, but you can easily run away from her, but you'll still be slowed by, I think, 50%. So that's going to be, I mean, with Ogre Magi's Ignite multicasts, Medusa's slow, Timbersaw's chakram, if he gets an Aghanim's, that's 2 chakrams. That's going to be a team fight to watch. And so, oh man, they got the Treant, didn't they? So there's Treant Protector, one of my favorite heroes. It makes pushing impossible. Absolutely impossible. And now when you have that Aghanim Scepter on him, you can root, what is it, Entangle? Yeah, Overgrowth, my bad. You can Overgrowth from anywhere on the map, as long as you have a tree there. And, I mean, his, what is it, Living Armor? Man, that's so good. In a team fight, you can just save somebody. Like, Tidehunter can go in, use Ravage, Living Armor Tidehunter, and he's not gonna die. So, and then Viper just runs in, Skywrath Mage runs in, uses Arcane Bolt, Mystic Flare, probably picks off Vengeful Spirit or Ogre Magi. And so the last ban is going to be Silencer for Team Soy Sauce. I like that ban. They're really protecting this Timbersaw, trying to keep his mobility up. The only person that has a silence on Valhalla's team is Skywrath Mage, and it's only a single target silence. So Timbersaw's more than likely going to be able to survive most of these team fights. The final ban from Valhalla is probably going to be someone with a lot of stuns. No, that was Templar Assassins, so they want to take out that mid. So, yeah, actually, looking at it, I hadn't thought about it. Team Soy Sauce doesn't really have a viable mid hero unless you want to use Medusa and run her mid, which is possible. Not advisable, but possible. And they go with Kunkka. So there's your answer. Kunkka. With the huge damage output that he has with the Ghost Ship and what is it? I always forget the name of this thing. Tidebringer. I always call it like Wave Crester or Wave Breaker or Sword Move. Anyway, Ghost Ship, and with Tidehunter, not Tidehunter, Tidebringer, And Torrent, he'll be able to at least kill Skywrath Mage, who's the most squishy hero on Valhalla. But the living armor might just save him if he gets hit by those things. So the final pick they're going to be sitting on, they probably are going to pick a mid hero, maybe someone like, well, they have Viper as a mid. So they could go with an offlaner or a jungler. Or they could go with a hard carry like a Phantom Assassin. Or a Spectre. And they choose Invoker, so it's going to be Viper safe lane, Invoker mid, Skywrath Mage with Viper, and Tidehunter with Viper, Treant Protector with Viper, Tidehunter off lane. Ogre Magi is going to be buddying up with Timbersaw, no doubt. Vengeful Spirit will probably be in that lane too. And Medusa... Oh, Timbersaw is going to be off lane. Medusa is going to be with Vengeful Spirit and Ogre Magi, and mid is going to probably be Kunkka. Yeah. Against Invoker, I mean, Invoker should be fine. Kunkka is going to be the one that's going to have to watch out. So getting into our players here, we have Metallica on the Invoker, who did an amazing job as Death Prophet last game. Frankenstein on our support Skywrath Mage. Prag is offlane Tidehunter. BBK, Carry Viper, and Madonia will be playing our Treant Protector support. Here, Ake. I found out what his name actually means. Aken. There we go. Aken is going to be on Vengeful Spirit. F is on Kunkka. Our mid player AAA on Medusa. Relax will be taking over Ogre Magi. And Lockdown is on Timbersaw, just like as he was before. And let the games begin. Oh, it looks like we have some lag issues here. 400 ping. Yeah, that's not good. Let's see what mine is. Oh, I can't see it because I had my thing adjusted. Whoops. Well, I can't see my ping. But if you've ever tried to play a game with 400 ping, you know it's pretty impossible. Let's see if things work out for Frankenstein here. He's testing out his movement and his ping right now. He looks okay. I think he'll be alright. So, huge early game. We see here that Team Soy Sauce has dedicated all players to their short lane, and Valhalla has dedicated all their players to their short lane. So, no one's going to hit each other. There's the smoke out from Valhalla, but no one's going to run into each other. It's kind of comical. See if... Yeah, they smoked too. Team Soy Sauce also smoked. And they're diving past the tier 2 tower. They're looking for someone to kill. I just think this is great. I think this is hilarious. They're looking. Team Soy Sauce is roaming the map. They're looking. I mean, they might run into each other, still smoked. They're roaming the jungle. They've basically gone the exact same direction, just on opposite sides of the map. Yeah. Oh, man. And the smoke has run out on both teams. Oh snap, I forgot to turn off my overlay. Oh, that's so terrible, I apologize. Duh. Way to go, caster. And so yeah, F is going to be going mid against Metallica. Off lane Timbersaw versus safe lane Tidehunter in the off lane, and it's going to be an aggressive or defensive tri lane with Relax, AAA, and Vengeful Spirit by Aken against the defensive tri lane of Frankenstein, BBK, and Madonia. We'll see what happens. As I suspected, F is going to be in some trouble here, going against Metallica. Metallica is really going to be the one that will be conducting this mid lane. Triple A's doing alright for herself. Yeah. And Timbersaw is actually doing quite well against this Prague. So yeah, I think Timbersaw will be able to win this matchup. Looking at the last hits here, yeah, Invoker's on top, followed by BBK. I suspected Timbersaw is actually leading the last hits here for Team Soy Sauce, followed by Kunkka, which is not really what you want. You want that Medusa, but I mean, it is difficult for Medusa to get last hits in the early game. She's just kind of a slow attack speed hero, and unless you really know what you're doing, it's going to be difficult for you. F does pick up the invisibility rune, so we might go to try for some early game ganks. We do have Aken rotating in, followed by the Ogre Magi, so this could be a first blood here on Invoker. We'll see what happens. Relaxes there, so is Aken, could be a stun. And no, they get, okay, there's the stun coming out. It might not be enough. Yeah, Metallic is able to make it away just fine. So kind of a failed gank there. Good for AAA. Gets him some experience that he needs. He still has no last hits. He needs to get. You know what I think is actually a good Medusa build is points and stats. You get like, I don't think you get Mana Shield. You just get like Mystic Snake and stats. It really helps. But this is a game that's way above my level. So who am I to judge? Lockdown on Timbersaw. Already has his boots. So does Prague, but I think Timbersaw is going to be the one. Top, we might have something happen. Madonia is moving in, but yeah, nothing here. Metallica and F are still trading blows. Metallica is a little low, but I mean, he has. What does he have? Oh, he has nothing. So he can regen back up with Quaz. And he went Quaz Wex build. One of my favorites. One of my favorites! And he picks up the bounty rune top. So bottom rune is going to be double damage. Kunkka might be able to, yeah, F might be able to scope this one out, pick it up. Aken here. They're pinging him out. So Skywrath wants to go one on him. Frankenstein is following up with the Mystic Flare and the Silence. Aken is probably going to be able to make it out okay. Yeah, there's Relax. Stuns up on Madonia, and Aken is low, but will be able to heal himself up with the Tangos. F picks up the double damage rune with his bottle. And Lockdown and Prague are just going toe to toe. I think Lockdown's going to win that engagement, though, with that reactive armor. He's got 2 ranks in it, and he's got Whirling Death, which just eats strength heroes for breakfast. What does it do? Whirling Death will deal pure damage, stat loss duration 7. It deals 15% of your main stat attribute is taken away. And strength heroes, I mean, that not only does that reduce their damage, it reduces their HP. And that's what they rely on. So far, 5 minutes in, kind of a passive game. Not much going on. Take a look at the graphs here. What I want to see is not experience. Yeah, experience is the one that's going to be telling the story right now. And experience is going in favor for Valhala, which is actually kind of surprising. I think it's just because they had a rotation, that early rotation from Aken and Relax. Took experience away from F and gave experience. Oh no, here we have a gank in on F, and F is going to be the one. The first blood. Food for Treant Protector. Madonia secures that kill. Walks away easily. And that's going to be all she wrote about that one. So, I mean, it's good first blood. to kill Kunkka with it. I'd say the better first blood would be against Medusa. Aken's in a bit of trouble here. He might go down to BBK. Well, all he needs is one more hit, but BBK is in trouble. He's chasing. He's being too greedy, and that's going to be the end of him. Yeah. And AAA is able to pick up that kill, so really an answer to... Oh, there comes Metallica, kills off Aken, and gets the kill on AAA. Yes! So that's a double kill for Metallica, and the Invoker is just doing a pretty good job. So I thought that was going to be a good return kill on that Viper, but it turns out Valhala are wise, and they're running right back into the fight. AAA comes back top, and bottom lane, still nothing really to report. Lockdown has got level 7. He has the mana boots. Tidehunter has got level 7. He's saving up for a Blink Dagger. Midonia and Frankenstein and BBK are just waiting. Invoker is not here anymore. He's going bottom to get this bounty rune. F is rotated top with Aken, so they might try to get a pick off. F does have the ghost ship ready. They're pinging this out though. They know yeah, Valhalla knows this is happening. They have the ward right there. You can see everything. And now they're pinging out Lockdown. Lockdown gets ravaged. He gets hit by the Cold Snap and falls to the Tornado. So Metallica is really roaming the map, just doing so much work for Valhalla. I don't know if Team Sause know how to respond to this roaming Invoker with the Quas Wex build. I think they're kind of used to seeing an Exort Quas. Midonia caught in a bad place at the wrong time. Ooh, sorry buddy, you got found. And now Frankenstein runs right into 3. He runs into the safety of the tower. He'll be okay. Jukes it out. But I think they might try to close in on this. I mean, Metallica is going straight for the Orchid. BBK's caught out, however, gets stunned, but there is a follow-up slow silence and everything on F. They're really trying to take him out. Frankenstein, however, is going to fall to AAA. Here comes the Ghost Ship. Misses everyone. Midonia, though, is in trouble, and F might fall. No, the Ghost Ship, the Rum. The Rum is doing work, and Midonia is the one that falls to Ogre Magi. However, Metallica does take out AAA and Relax, running right in after. Oh man, this double damage. One more hit's all he needs on Aken, and he's going to get it. Why did you run back, Aken? Why did you run that way? You needed to go this way. Oh, what a misclick. I think he might have clicked the minimap or... well, anyway, that's a 6-0 kill streak for Metallica. Lockdown is trying to do something here in the bottom lane, trying to push this tower and make the most out of a bad situation. But Team Soy Sauce look to be on the back foot. This Invoker is really starting to take them apart. I don't think they really planned for it. Especially this hyper-aggressive utility build Invoker that's just roaming the map and setting up team fights and taking kills. Yeah, and F just has to run away because Metallica is just... Oh, here comes Aken. Yeah, Metallica can just run though. He's so fast. He's got 5 ranks in Wex. He moves at... Well, if we put him back on Wex, I'd have to watch and see. But I'm trying to set up a kill on Invoker, and I just don't think they're going to get it because he has the Ghost Walk, and he knows he can queue it up. All he needs to do is tap W and R and then D. And he'll run out of there, and he's picked up invisibility, so he doesn't even need Ghost Walk anymore. I think they're drawing, yeah, they're saying don't cross that line. They do see something. Both teams have ward right here, so they can watch each other. They can watch each other in that spot. I think... Nah. Valhalla isn't going to be able to see Team Soy Sauce. But they are pinging them out, so I think they know that something's going on. Yeah, Midonia's running in, followed up by Frankenstein. They're pinging out. He's retreating. AAA is in an awkward position. He'll be able to run out, though. Not get caught. I'm really kind of curious about what Lockdown's going to do. Lockdown needs to get this Well, a pipe would be really handy. This Timbersaw really peaks kind of at this mid-game, level 10, 11. If he gets a Bloodstone, that would help a lot. I don't know if he's going to go for a Bloodstone. It looks like he has a lot of money, so he might be saving up for it. Aken and Relax are in an awkward position with F. There's the Courier kind of running in. There's Prag and Frankenstein following it up, but AAA is here as well. Frankenstein silences in on Aken, who's immediately going to get... Yeah, he's ravaged. He's probably going to go down. No, he's stunned. Taken out by the Mystic Flare, though, and there's Madonia, gets turned into stone, and he might go down. He does not have his Entangle. Overgrowth. BBK TP's in. Prag is still there. It's a 3-1 loss for Valhalla. They get 1 kill on Aken, but end up losing Metallica, Skywrath Mage, and Madonia on Treant Protector, so that Invoker kill was pretty big. That's what they needed to do. And who got that kill? It was F, actually, so their carry player gets the kill on the Invoker, gets the streak gold, and now he's sitting at almost 1200. He'll either go for Phase Boots. Yep. Oh, he's got Phase Boots, and he still has some gold in the bank, so he can get... He went for the Battle Fury on Ember Spirit. He might get a Battle Fury on Kunkka. I think it would... He probably is going to go for Crystallis, though. AAA's gone back to farming top, which he needs to do. Last hit sitting at, yeah. Well, Lockdown is really allowed. He's been allowed to farm bottom, and he even got the kill on that. So that was the first tower, actually. It was taken out solo by Lockdown. F is slowed, stunned, silenced. Everything is being used on him. He's going to go down, but at what cost? Prag is there. Metallica goes in from behind. Aken's in trouble, but Metallica is as well. And Timbersaw misses that, and Relax is running back in. Madonia might fall. No. So they just get the kill on F. They blow everything on him, but they are able to kill him. So, yeah, look at that. All the ultimates. 2 Mystic Flares. Or, sorry, 2 Arcane Bolts. Yeah. I really don't think that's that huge of a loss. I mean, it's a big kill, but you had to commit a lot to it. It's always good to get the kill. But then you almost got killed yourself by Team Soy Sauce. Ooh, wow. That one Mystic Snake almost took off half of the HP of Frankenstein. Medusa's level 8. She's probably saving up for a Lincoln's, considering how many single target spells they have for Valhalla. You've got Frankenstein's Silence, Ancient Seal. You've got Arcane Bolt. You've got Gush. You've got Leech Seed, you have Cold Snap, you have Viper Strike. Here comes a Smoke Gang, though. Team Soy Sauce. So they find Metallica, who immediately goes, oh no, it's... yeah, you're not going to save yourself out of that one, buddy. Yeah, you okay, you take all their mana. That's like a spite. But walked into the wrong place. It's a trap! Run away, Metallica! Get out of there, son! Nope. Not fast enough. And, yeah, AAA now has, yeah, going straight for the Lincoln Sphere. They're pinging out AAA now, so Valhalla wants to get a kill on him. And if we look at the item progression, what do we have here? I mean, yeah, Team Soy Sauce is actually pulling ahead as I expected they had been. If you take a look at the items, it tells the story right here. F is the one with the most gold. Lockdown is on his way to a Bloodstone. He'll have it soon. AAA. And there's top tower pressure. With this, Lockdown might actually get the Bloodstone. All of Valhalla have rotated bottom, so they want to pressure this bottom tier 1 tower, but I just don't think it's going to happen. First you're going to get this tier 1 killed, and then F is just going to TP down there. Ogre Magi is going to heal up and go down there. So kind of a, I don't know what Valhalla's thinking. They're like, okay, everyone's down here, let's do this. And now they're finally committing to the tier 1 bottom tower, but I think it might be too little too late. Yeah, Aken's down here, Lockdown's down here, they can just take care of this creep wave, and there's no real push power that Valhala has. They have team fight, but they don't have push like they did before with their Death Prophet and the Shadow Shaman. And AAA is single pushing mid. It's just splitting them up. He's going to get caught in the tornado, and no, he uses the ulti though, which is going to be able to get him back to safety. Don't run back into the fight. No, he decides to go back. He's not afraid. No fear, AAA. And now, bottom is looking to get pressured by Team Soy Sauce. Who, I mean, they're sending Aken in, swaps out BBK. Viper, you're in trouble. BBK, no. He gets stunned. There's the Torrent and the, Ghost. Oh, Ghost ship. BBK's caught in the chakram. Prag is there, though. Did he? Yes, he used his Ravage and forces them all back. Frankenstein shows up at just the nick of time. And Viper's able to make it out. Does Viper have... Yeah, he used his mechanism, which he does have. Metallica's here and looking to make something out of this engagement that failed, but I just don't... Yeah, there's... Relax and AAA are just able to take out mid-tower. Look at them, they're just split pushing. Interesting strategy. Well, they're like, well, we can't team fight, so we're just going to have to split push and get ourselves a gold advantage, which they now have. Almost 4,000 gold lead, 2,000 experience lead. The gold now is more important than the experience, of course. And Relax just found a triple stack. He pings that out, like, hey guys, check this out. Triple stack, go Medusa, take it all. And Dusa is very close to the Lincoln Sphere, about 2,000 gold. BBK in trouble. F is going in after him. Use X marks Torrent, and there's the ghost ship. BBK is going to get hit with it. Yes. The living armor, not going to be enough. There's the overgrowth, but BBK is still going to go down. Lockdown's just chasing after, and now Madonia's going to pay for that with his life. Trying to save the Viper, should have just ran. Yep, there he goes. And Lockdown has a mega kill. He's got 10. He's got his Bloodstone now with 10 charges. I think it's only going to go up from here. Not really much to report from that team fight other than it was brutal. Team Soy Sauce cleaned up, and this gold advantage that they picked up because of the solo tower kills is really starting to show. I think Valhalla is kind of on the back foot. They need to make something happen here. They need to have a good defensive team fight with Metallica, and then followed up by an Ensnare or the overgrowth from Tree Ant Protector. That will put them back in the game, but right now as it stands, they're starting to get enclosed. Now they can only go about that far safely with no fear. And, you know, Team Soy Sauce has got this entire area. They're starting to take the map. Actually, they can kind of go down like that and over like that. We'll probably start to see Team Soy Sauce get a little bit more aggressive and confident in their ability to push in towers. Yeah. AAA still farming away. I think that's the Lincoln's coming up. Yeah, almost. Now about 1,000 gold, 1,300 gold away from the Lincoln's Sphere, which will help her out a lot. Gives her a lot of mana, gives her a lot of survivability. Of course, the spell reflection or the spell, whatever it is, eats the one item, or eats the one spell charge or one spell. Keeps her alive. Yeah, I'm probably going to see an engagement here on mid. Lockdown decides to go in there. He gets used. The Orchid goes out on him, but I think, yeah, he'll be okay. Just plinked away at by Evoker. Not really much of anything. The Chakram is doing work. All 5 of Valhalla is here, though. But so is all 5 of Team Soy Sauce. What will happen? What will happen? Lockdown's there. He gets hit with the Orchid again, but I think they're just using the charge on him, trying to keep him locked down with not able to do anything. With 10 Bloodstone charges, he can just keep shock from there all day. And he does. He doesn't care. AAA is taking advantage of this, just able to farm bottom lane. Has haste, so can run back mid if the need arises. And Lockdown decides to TP top. I mean, what can you do if you're Valhalla? You have to commit 5 mid, and meanwhile... Here we go. Now they're pushing. They see there's only 3 here. Here comes the ghost ship from F. Only connects on Frankenstein. Aken's going to be probably the one to fall. Metallica's in trouble. Overgrowth comes from Madonia. AAA in trouble as well. Aken and AAA both go down. Relax is going to be taken out by Viper. BBK. So that was a really, yeah, I feel that Valhalla saw that they had the advantage and they just pushed it. They're like, okay, now they're split up. Time to go in and lock down now. Getting a little bit too cocky. Not going to be able to kill off Metallica here. F is back though. And if they stick around on this tower too long, they are going to be in trouble. F does not have his ghost ship anymore, but he does have a torrent. And here comes Lockdown. Lockdown really wants to make this happen. He's going to get kited around though. Yeah, and he's silenced, so there's nothing he can really do. He's going to have to get out of there. Ghost ship comes out from F. Doesn't connect on anybody. Lockdown's okay. Prag's in trouble. Madonia does get taken down by Relax. And now BBK is going to be the one to fall. Taken down by F. So yeah, they hung out for too long in that one area. And they just let Team Soy Sauce come back. And come back they did. It ended up being a little bit of a victory for Valhalla. Brings stuff back up, the experience at least, back up in their favor. But yeah, Team Soy Sauce took it right back with those 2 kills. They did not kill Metallica, however, which is top priority. Yeah, and AAA now, still 1,000 gold away. That death in mid did not help at all. Put his farm down quite a bit, so he's got to wait a little while for that. F saving up for a Chrysalis, no doubt. And Metallica now is just farming away bottom, sitting at level 13. Orchid Malevolence and a 4-staff. Probably going to go for the Aghanim Scepter next. That would be expected. To get his Invoker cooldown and increase his spells. And Relax is going to be immediately picked off. Found it. And yeah, nothing you can really do against that. So Relax, poor Ogre Magi. In the last game versus Valhalla, he just was punished. And there goes the tier 1 tower. Finally a tower kill for Valhalla. They're going to smoke up and go top, try to kill off AAA, but I think AAA is wise to this. Yeah, he knows something's up. He's thinking, I gotta get out of here while the getting's good. You're only 400 gold away from your Lincolns. Don't throw it all away. He's going to run into the trees and TP out. And yeah, Valhalla is just all up here as 5. Allowing Lockdown and Aken to farm, get some much needed gold. If we look at our current gold, what is it? Net worth, Invoker's actually sitting at the top of this here. And Lockdown is right behind him, followed up by Team Soy Sauce. So in terms of team net worth, yeah, Team Soy Sauce is still in the lead, but with this Metallica followed up by Tidehunter and the Overgrowth, they do have the team fight like they did before. Prag was excellent on Clockwork, to say the least, in the last game. And Madonia was okay, but I think he's doing better on Treant Protector than he did before in the previous match. Madonia scouts out everybody. He's ready to Overgrowth whenever he can, and he's might be moving in to do it. Nope. But we do see Valhalla moving into position. What will happen? Lockdown is a little far out of there. Will he get silenced? Not yet, but Madonia did get caught out, and Lockdown's going to be the one to get slowed, but now they know that, or now Team Soy Sauce knows that all of Valhalla is here. They're going to play super defensively. They're not going to cross this line. There's no way that they're going to go across that, or even past here. Yeah, okay. Yo. In goes Lockdown, right in on Madonia. He gets silenced immediately. And there's the ultimate from Prague. Aken's going to be the first fall. Frankenstein's going to be taken down by Relax. Aken might make it out alive. No, he's taken down by Metallica. Madonia's in trouble. Yep, he uses living armor on himself, and really it's just two supports and kind of a weird engagement. Relax is going in on Metallica. For some reason, decides that it's a good idea to fight. Madonia does fall. AAA is here to back it up. BBK, however, is attacking. Prague is going to make it out alive. F is now in trouble. BBK is going to be able to clean him up, more than likely. Metallica's running right in afterwards. Lockdown is still silenced till... No, he got... Oh, yes, he has enough mana to use his Timber Chain, and he's going to TP out. Will he make it? Will he make it? One attack! Oh! Close. Too close. But now Metallica went in a little bit too far. He's going to be able to run out, though. Look at this guy. 399 move speed, no problem. Use phase boots. Let's see how fast you go. Speedy bastard. Relax is here. He doesn't have anything. He's going for the Force Staff, and if he gets it, then he's able to put some stuns out. Stuns and slows on Valhala. So yeah, I mean, looking at it, it's a pretty even game. I mean, Team Soy Sauce does have the advantage, but it's a very small advantage in net worth and experience. It could go either way. It's really about who gets the best team fights here, and if you ask me, I think Valhalla has the stronger team for it, but I think Team Soy Sauce has a little bit more, not communication, I would say their reflexes are a little bit more honed. They have a little bit, maybe they played with each other a little bit longer, so they kind of know what they're doing, what to expect, who to focus, without really communicating it to each other. I mean, I will question what Relax did with Ogre Magi, but I mean, it did end up in a kill on Madonia. So that's important to consider. And the tier 1 tower is still alive. I mean, Valhalla has been able to hold off the tier 2 push, I suppose, because of the Treant Protector, obviously. And I mean, Team Soy Sauce, even without a really good defensive lineup, they've been able to hold only one tier 1 tower has fallen, and that was mid. And that was when they were caught out with 2 people out of their main team. They had 1 up top and 1 down bottom, and then Valhalla saw the opening and just went for it. We've got the Aghanim's up now on Timbersaw, who has 14 charges on, yeah. And now Aken's going to be cut out again. Swapped out. F is in here, but I mean, now he's got hit by... There's the Overgrowth from Madonia. Instant Ravage from Prague. It's a disaster. There's 3. Yeah, Aken's going to... Yeah, he's going to fall to Prague. And Lockdown, however, gets a kill in on Frankenstein. Prague's in trouble. There's the Ghost Ship. F kills Prague, and BBK is now in huge trouble. Might go down. Yes, he goes down to Lockdown, who now has 17 charges on his Bloodstone. All that team fight, and what... For what? I mean, he's at full HP. AAA is here too. And he's got his Lincolns now. 2100 gold. Probably going to go for the... maybe a Maelstrom. It's a good strong pickup on Medusa. And whatever lead that Valhalla had, right there, that team fight pretty much sealed it. Invoker's here to just kind of keep them at bay, but Timbersaw is just keeping all the creeps down. He's got 17 charges on his Bloodstone. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Triple is just kind of left there to free, just plink away at this tower, just do as much damage as possible. It's not going to be much, but at least it's something. And there is the Yasha, so going for the Manta style. And Lockdown, probably going for a Shiva's. I don't think it's going to be an Assault Cuirass. I'd be surprised if it was. I'd be happy if it was. That'd be a great pushing item. But I think it's a Shiva's. Like 90% sure it's a Shiva's. And now we start to see gold per minute. Items are starting to pull in the favor of Team Soy Sauce. We see that Relax now finally has his Force Staff. Lockdown has an Aghanim's, a Bloodstone with 17 charges. Aken He's doing alright, has a bracer. AAA now has a Yasha and a Lincoln's. Prag is going to get caught out here. Found farming in the jungle, blown up by almost everyone on Team Soy Sauce. He does have a buyback, but he's not going to use it. Prag does have a blink dagger, but, I mean, can't use it when you're being attacked. And now, things are looking a little bit scary. They're not looking good. You can heal your tower back up if you're Treant Protector. Yeah, that's fine. But AAA for Team Soy Sauce is just doing whatever the hell he wants. He's gonna have his Manta style really quickly. It might just be a casual Yasha, really. We'll see what he buys with this 1,000 gold. What goes into Manta style here? Check our items. Yeah, it's just Saint Yasha and Manta style, so whatever. It's probably either a casual Yasha or building into a Manta style. My guess is Manta style. Yeah, AAA is just going to town. I think a Mjolnir would have been better for the split push that they're running right now, but I mean, if he gets Manta style, he can just team fight like nobody's business. And there he goes back to the top tower. This is kind of interesting to watch. You wouldn't really expect Medusa to be a split pushing hero, but it's working. He's being chased hot on the heels. Our Prag, who jumps in, uses Gush. Immediate ulti from AAA, plinking away at Prag. Will he burn the Ravage? No, he does not. But we have 3 down here now for Valhalla, but 3 TP'd up here. Now we have 4. Team Soy Sauce, there's not going to be a team fight at all. They're going to back off of that one. And rightly so. Kind of turned into a little bit of a farm war, which one that I think that Valhalla is going to lose if they don't try to put pressure. You need to get something happen. And yeah, Madonia might make it right here. There's the Overgrowth. Yes, Overgrowth on Relax, Lockdown, and Aken. Ravage followed up by Prag. Relax is going to be the first to fall. Lockdown is immediately. But here's F coming in on the back foot, or back door. And Aken stuns on Metallica. Oh, Lockdown is godlike with that kill right there. Prag goes down. F is still here. Madonia is going to be the second to fall. Beyond godlike for Lockdown. He's running back into the fight. AAA is here. And I think BBK might be in. Yeah, he's getting slowed up. Still, drums come out from F. And yeah, BBK runs in after Lockdown. There, you can't kill him. So that's a 4 for 2. Trade and probably a tier 2 top tower. So Team Soy Sauce has taken what looked like, you know, kind of a shaky game, especially with that Invoker, and they've turned it into a huge victory. And the Invoker, I mean, he's good, but you get a little cocky when you're an Invoker player and you play Quaswex and you think, I have Ghost Walk, I can go wherever I want. And then the other team is like, okay, well, we just buy dust. And then you run into 3 or 4 people and you think, I can make it out, no problem. And then you get dusted and you're like, oh, well, shit. And then you die. And I think that's what happened to Metallica like 2 or 3 times there. And if you give up a couple kills on Invoker, especially when you had a lead like what Metallica had, then you start to really kind of tilt the game in your opponent's favor. Invisibility is picked up by Aken. I think F might have wanted it, but whatever. Not today, says Aken. And he's going to scout out the jungle. I think he sees Madonia right here. He at least hears him. Yeah, now he sees him. He's going to be able to see Prag and BBK. They know everyone's here. They're pinging it out. AAA's running in. Immediately initiates on Metallica. Do they have the Ravage? They do not have Ravage, but Invokers Tornadoes and uses EMP. BBK's in trouble now, though. AAA's running in after him. Silence up on Relax. Overgrowth comes out. AAA's getting knocked down. AAA might be the one to fall. Relax gets killed. AAA taken out. Saved. No! Denied. Actually. Wait, no, he was not. Skywrath Mage took him. Madonia's going to be killed. Lockdown's just cleaning up, though. F is in trouble. Yeah, F killed. Lockdown hit by the Ravage. Now it could be a 5-man wipe. Lockdown, you got to get out of there, buddy. You're getting hit by this cold snap. Watch out. Oh, he's going to use the Chakram on Prag. Will he get him? He's hit by the Mystic Flare. Lockdown, run. You might still be able to kill him. Yes. Yes. No. Wow. I thought for sure you might have been able to do it. I thought he could have done it. He had so many people there with like less than at about 10% HP. He probably could have killed him. Especially with 24 Bloodstone charges. I mean, if he gets a heart, it's over. He can just stand in a team fight for days. But that was the team fight that Valhalla needed. Now they're starting to kind of claw their way back into the game. And I'm not so sure. Like BBK now is almost got, yeah, he's going for the Aghanim's, so that will be good for the Viper Strike, which is what they need. Aken up here still has no items, but I mean, that's to be expected. You're a support Vengeful Spirit, what are you gonna do? AAA still a ways off from Yasha, and now Tidehunter picks up his Refresher Orb. That's big. So now Tidehunter has Refresher and Blink Dagger, he can double Ravage. So if they get in a good team fight, yeah. I mean, this Timbersaw is still pretty big, and now he has the Shivas. I'm just worried. There's so much team fight now. Aghanim's on Invoker, Refresher on Tidehunter, almost Aghanim's on Viper, Blade Mail on Treant. Sure, why not? And F is kind of falling off. He went for the BKB, which is good and all, but he needs to get some damage, and I think he's almost going to get it with the Chrysalis. So we're going to have to wait for the next big team fight. So lockdown, yeah. So there's the Aghanim's on Viper now. I'm starting to get a little bit buff. Starting to get worried. And so yeah, Frankenstein picks up the invisibility. We'll see where he goes with that. But now it's starting to get a little bit troublesome if you're Team Soy Sauce. Now we have items on Valhalla, and they're not afraid to use them. Oh! I guess Frankenstein tried to scout out and got immediately picked off because they had a Sentry Ward right there. Whoops. There's another Bloodstone charge for lockdown. Just keep on feeding him, right? That's a good idea. But at this point in time, I think it's really kind of like Lockdown and AAA that are keeping Team Soy Sauce in this game. Once AAA, 900 gold, Manta Style. I just don't think the Manta Style is really that good of an item. It's your illusions. It's good for pushing, but your illusions are just going to get killed by all the AoE damage that Valhalla can throw out at you with the Ravage, with the Overgrowth, with Invokers, all his moves. So I just don't think Manta Style was the best. It's good to escape and to dodge some projectiles, like a Viper Strike maybe, but you have Lincolns for that. You want to go like pure damage if you're this Medusa, because they have some squishy heroes, except for, well, actually no, they don't. I take that back. Well, Treant Protector is kind of squishy. Invoker's squishy. Skywrath Mage is just paper. Viper and Tidehunter though, those are the ones that will stay in the team fight for a long time. And we have Lockdown kind of in a weird spot. He's on top of the hill, pushes himself down, uses Shivas. Ravage comes out from Prag. He's going to refresh and use Shivas again. Relax is in trouble. Lockdown's in trouble. Lockdown's going to be taken to power. He commits, yeah, he denies himself. Ogre Magi's down. No buyback. A weird swap from Aken. He's still going to make it out alive. AAA is here using the Medusa illusions to pretty good effect. Use Ice Wall though. Ice Wall is going to keep him from going anywhere. Lockdown bought back. Aken survives. So in the end, it's Prague dies to Roche. So there's a Roshan now. BBK now is in trouble. He's going to die to Timbersaw. Yeah, Lockdown takes him apart. So I don't really know what to say. I mean, Team Soy Sauce kind of salvaged a terrible fight. They took it back. But now they're going to get a Roche out of this, which is good. They need it if they are going to try to push something and be successful. And so that's going to be Roche. Given to AAA. Now AAA will come back from a push or from a team fight. But they made Roche happen, so that was good. Just feels like kind of a long, drawn-out engagement. And this Invoker's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now he's going to go get the Scythe of Ice, which will obviously be used either on Lockdown or AAA. Frankenstein probably going for either a casual Vitality Booster, which I don't think is what that is. Probably a Rod of Atos. Slow down Timbersaw. Tram Protector, still no items. Not really surprising. Medusa now has an Ultimate Orb, so going for a Scotty. Interesting items. I still think Medusa should go for a Mjolnir or some type of damage item. I'm not sure if Split Shot is active. Okay, if illusions are created, okay, so that's why you get it, so that your illusions also have Split Shot, so you can just push like crazy. And now AAA is going to get attacked by Invoker, but here comes the Ghost Ship right in on Frankenstein. Frankenstein's going to fall. And Madonia is here with the Overgrowth. Medusa runs in, uses the ultimate. BBK's in trouble. BBK gets turned to stone. Excellent swap from Aken. And there's the tier 2 tower. It could be a Rax. And if it's a Rax, then that's big. Yeah. And Aken finally picks up an item, a Force Stab, which is going to help out with his survivability by far. Metallica is just kind of defending top, doing what he can. I don't really think he should be up there. You should be mid. Buyback comes out of Frankenstein. Lockdown's here with the Shivas, does nothing except maybe slows down Metallica. Metallica is now here, uses the meatball, hits AAA, but AAA doesn't care. Does not care. Now he's, he's just standing there, disarmed, can't do anything. There's the Ravage from Prague. He's got the Refresher so he can double Ravage. There's the second Ravage. AAA's picked up in the Tornado. Everyone's in the Tornado. Aken is running away. Might be able to swap out AAA. No, AAA does have the Heart. He does have the Aegis, and he's going to come back. F is here. F is using... Oh, man. Look at that huge hit on Madonia. Madonia falls. AAA's silenced up, but uses the Manta Style to get out of it. Now BBK's in trouble. Aken is going down, but BBK is dead. And so there's the GG call from Frankenstein. What a team fight. That was a massively extended team fight, and I don't think anybody from Team Soy Sauce died, so they were able to kill a buyback from Skywrath Mage, and Invoker was forced to flee. So there you have it, the end of the round of 16 ESL Razer Think Fast League. Team Soy Sauce emerges victorious in kind of a back and forth battle versus Valhalla. They will be taking on whoever it is in the semifinals. Let me look here on my brackets. It's either going to be 0 plus 4 or Balderdash. I think it was Balderdash. Yeah, so Team Soy Sauce will be taking on Balderdash Gaming tomorrow at 1700 Central European Standard Time. That's 11 o'clock Eastern or 8 o'clock Pacific. I hope to see you then. In the meantime, remember to, this has been your caster Flagon, and reminding you to spend time